Important comments on the events described in Space News 82. Hello, thank you for being here with me once more. I hope you are very well today. I am Marie. Welcome to my channel. This information can be seen as science fiction, or as the viewer sees best, and I post it for entertainment purposes only. Still, I take my information very seriously, and for whoever has eyes to see. I am writing this on the morning of June 1st, 2025. After I release an important or controversial episode of Space News, sometimes I get feedback from my viewers because my CIC information gathering team calls my attention to them. So, I must clarify a few things to avoid misunderstandings and wrong ideas. First, we did not take the Andromedan Vieira by force. All we did was manipulate them into letting us in, making them believe that we would. I don't like manipulation, but this time it was necessary, and it did end up saving countless innocent lives. When I said that, quote, we are in the Vieira, I don't mean that all of us Taygetans are there. All I meant is that we have a task force there, a team of qualified people, which includes armed military personnel, as we don't know what we will find, or would find once we were there. Most of us, me included, still remain inside our starships in low Earth orbit, as usual, as we do not need any other place to be in, up here, near Earth, because our ships are perfectly equipped for long-range, deep space operations far from home. Many of you have been asking what we found and who was arrested there in the Vieira, as well as what star races are in that biosphere ship. The Vieira is a very big place, as it is 811 kilometers long and about 300 kilometers wide at its base, as it is a long triangle. Yes, a triangle, which is a very interesting symbolic shape, very, convenient for controlling Earth. This means that the Vieira is as big as some European countries, so going in there does not mean that we dominate the terrain. It is very easy to hide inside of it, even more so as most of it is, as its name suggests, a biosphere, which means that it is full of artificially controlled wilderness inside. The ship is Andromedan, and as far as I understand, the Arcturian Diaslientiplex had a hand at building it for them, or at least at helping them do so. Even though the ship is Andromedan, it has been used for quite some time as a multiracial hub, a meeting place for countless star races, all of which may have something to do with the Earth, or have business to do in this area. This means that the Vieira is boiling with activity, and therefore it would be impossible for me to enumerate how many, or share which races are there exactly, as it would be like asking someone to describe how many people and of what nations are in New York, because as you know, although New York City is American, it is a multicultural hub for just about everyone on the planet. That is the best description of the Vieira. It is like a space New York City full of strange people and races, only much larger. This means that it will take us some time to fully understand who is in it and who is working for the obscure part of the Galactic Federation from there. However, I can tell you that some star races are more relevant, numerous, or prevalent there than others. Besides the Andromedans, who call the Vieira their home, the star races, who are present there and work from there the most, are the Alpha Centauri people, as they are mostly based there, besides having a numerous star fleet in Earth's orbit, of hundreds of starships, making them the most numerous star race orbiting Earth, apart from the Andromedans. The Alphratans have always been very conflictive people, and are famous for having an uncontrollable addiction to alcohol, at least many of them do, not all of course, but enough of them to cause problems for the rest of us. This star race is the one which has been the most subservient to the Galactic Federation, and tends to make alliances with whoever they perceive is the upper dog at each moment, switching their loyalty when the balance of power moves. Therefore, right now they openly take orders from my group, the Triad, Antares, Urmah, and Taygeta. The next most common star race in the Vieira is the Arcturian people, of the Diaslientiplex variant, as they have always been close friends with the Andromedans, with whom they historically have always had a strong alliance, to the point where they are two of the three races, with the Lyrians from Vega, who founded the Galactic Federation. That is why there are three big main stars in the Galactic Federation's shield, which are also found in the Star Trek variant. The Arcturians are very close Andromedan allies, yet they ran away like jackrabbits when the shooting started at the end of May. After all of those, we have the Sirians, with a small detachment always in the Vieira, and then a collection of ever-moving other star races like the Vedrans, who are close relatives of the Andromedans, the heptapod from Sirius, which look like walking squids. Sometimes Chosos can be seen in the Vieira. Those are an avian race, arm-light humanoids, non-Lyrians from the star Deneb in the Cygnus constellation, Zelnoga race, which are related to the Usungal and are iguanoids, the Sarsoni, and the Yael, among countless others, which I prefer not to list here yet for strategic reasons. As you can imagine, a team of Lyrian human Taygetans there must swim in a multicultural soup, and all their protocols and strange ways of being. Our presence inside the Vieira has not been very fruitful, as we have accomplished almost nothing there, much to the frustration of my entire group, yet our investigations there are ongoing and will take some time. We did manage to round up the appointed Federation representatives there for questioning. But we already knew who they were, and as usual, they know nothing because they only follow the orders they receive from Saturn, and when they communicate back, they most of the time do not receive any reply, just like what happens with the rest of us. Those representatives are mostly Andromedan, with some Arcturian, Surian, and Alphreton representatives as well as Etorthans. About those, they dug themselves inside their two remaining ships, including the damaged one, which looks like the Alcyone bit a large chunk out of its behind. The Etorthans and their ships are physically docked alongside the Vieira. I mean, they can simply walk out of their ships and into the Andromedan biosphere ship. We haven't had any contact with them so far, but we cannot go for them and we cannot touch them because they are under a Galactic Federation diplomatic immunity status. What is most irritating about this situation with them is that we have detected more coded transmissions from them to Antarctica, to Saturn, and to Orion. The Urmah have also detected direct transmissions from Saturn to Antarctica, and are working to decode them as we speak. We have not arrested anyone in the Vieira yet, but things may change as the Antarian ambassador as Ednidia and her extensive knowledge of space law advances alongside our detachment there, conducting their investigations. We cannot know which star races in the Vieira are regressive, as that does not depend on entire races, but on shady members of those races, and that goes for all of them. Some members of a star race may be bad, but that does not make the entire star race they belong to negative. With some exceptions, let's be honest. We did not take the Vieira by force, we were let in by the Andromedans, and so I sent 2 teams to investigate what is going on in there. They have reported no problems so far, but continue to be at work there. They are fully equipped, and that includes 2 heavily guarded Suzy Mark IV fighter ships in the hangars of the Vieira, in case they need them. Regarding the communication and internet servers in Vieira, I will discuss and explain them in detail in my forthcoming video on artificial intelligence, which I believe is essential to publish at this time. If all goes well, I plan to write it for next Thursday and Friday's videos. But I can tell you now that they are not controlling the internet from there, so they are quite useless for our purposes. About Ekata, the dangerous giant garden slug, many people say that we must take it back to its planet. We agree, but we do not know which planet it came from, as that information is not available for us, at least not yet. Moving such a dangerous creature is a handful, so at this time, there are no plans to free it, yet we know that it is convenient to move it away from Earth. I will keep you informed. This will be all for today. As always, thank you for watching my video, and for liking, sharing, and subscribing for more. It helps this channel grow a lot. And I hope to see you here next time. With much love and appreciation, your friend, Marie.